Cam Ward, University of Miami. Welcome back to the official Heisman Trophy podcast. You were on last year at Washington State. Congratulations on being a 2024 Heisman finalist.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So what was it like when you found out that you were one of the 4 chosen to come to New York? Did you have were you watching the show? Did you expect to be named?
Yeah, I did expect to be named. All the plays, that I made this year. I was watching it on the Monday Night Countdown. That's when I found out. So, it was exciting to, be up here especially with 3 other good players. So, I'm just excited to get it going.
Yeah. What's your experience been like so far?
It's been good. Seeing the city, getting a chance to chill with Holly Rowe. She's a funny person. So, I get a chance to, meet some of the other Heisman winners. So, I just been soaking in the moment, and it's been a dream come true.
Who have you met so far of the past winners?
Got a chance to meet Eddie George, RG3, Gino. I've been met, but those are I can't remember the others' names.
George Rogers, maybe. I think
I did meet George Rogers.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What about the other finals? Had you met any of them before?
Travis, I met before. We met at Pac-12 Media Day 2 years ago, but it's my first time meeting Dylan and Ashton.
You and Travis both started out in the FCS. And I remember you telling me last time on the show when I asked you about the difference between FCS and the FBS, and you said the skill players are pretty much the same. It's just mainly in the lines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of amazing that both you guys started out the FCS, went through your different routes, and now you're here in New York.
Yeah, it's been amazing. There's no real difference from FCS to FBS. I would really say the biggest one, exposure now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why it's, you have to stress to get to FBS so much now for that exposure. But, it's been exciting, especially, players like Travis, too, who started FCS, work his way up. You really put yourself in a position to make football plays, and that's the biggest thing is getting on the field.
You went from West Columbia, Texas, I believe, to Pullman. At first Incarnate Word, and then to Pullman, and now to Miami. Huge culture shock. What was the culture shock like going from Pullman all the way down to South Florida?
It was way better. It's way better. Get to be back in some, sun just like back in Texas. Food's good down there. So it's been way better down here. And just Coach Cristobal and the team, what we got going on, for now and what they'll have in the future, it'll be good. And I just think coming to Miami, it just benefit a lot of people, not only myself, just what we're able to do this year. My teammates, what they were able to do individually, also myself. So, it's been nice. It's been fun to have this year.
Is it harder to focus on football in a place like Miami as opposed to a place like Pullman where there's just more distractions and more fun things to do?
I actually found it easier to focus in Miami. Just got to have a routine. You got to stick to it. And I'll say that's the biggest thing. And like where the school is, we're not really in like downtown. We really in a little neighborhood. Mm-hmm. So, it's easy to stay locked in.
How well did you get to know Miami and its tradition and its past heritage of players in a very short period of time you're there? Was it a crash course and all that kind of stuff?
Not really. I got a chance to know a little bit. I don't know everything. I only real piece of history I have was watching the documentaries, all that, meeting Michael Irvin, Gino, all the other old heads. So it was good to meet those guys. They called me up a little bit. But at the end of the day, I was more focused on, in the present time, making a statement for myself and my team. And I believe we did that this year.
Well, you guys won the most regular season wins for Miami since 2017, and if you win the bowl game, it will be the first 11-win season for Miami since 2003. Mm-hmm. So that's a long time.
Yes, sir.
And you are the first Heisman Trophy finalist for Miami since 2002 when there was both Ken Dorsey and Willis McGahee. Did you know about any of that stuff and what you've accomplished? Has anyone told you about just like that huge gap, in Heisman finalists for Miami and now you being here, ending that drought?
Yep. I've known about it a little bit. Not really Willie, but Ken for sure. And it's a challenge that you want to take on. It's the reason why I play quarterback positions, one of the hardest positions to play in the world. So, you take on challenges so you can, you can challenge yourself and, you can end up beating those obstacles. So, you just got to be a competitor.
Yeah. You had a great year last year for Washington State, but you really jumped up to the next level this year. 4,123 passing yards, 41 total touchdowns, second nationally, How much of that is due to having different players around you, different scheme, and also just your natural growth as a quarterback, do you think?
I just think the timing and the preparation we had just made it all come together. The offenses were different from Wazoo to here. We did a little bit more better concepts, I would say, here, just down the field, the intermediate game. And I just think just the timing that, I had with the receivers, it made it work out so good. The O-line that we had is elite. They're a top 5 O-line in the country. So, they're the real reason why, everyone ended up, getting their stats while we had one of the number 1 offenses in the country this year. So, everybody, we weren't a selfish group on offense. Everybody came in every week. We tried to do what we had to do to win a football game.
You showed an amazing ability to have comebacks and just ice in your veins in the fourth quarter. Was that something that you always thought you had, or you just do what just kind of happened naturally with Miami at Miami? It seems like it was really almost happened every week. It seemed like.
We just like to make the game interesting. Don't nobody want to wake up on a Saturday and blow a team out by 50 or lose by 50.
That's boring, right?
But yeah, it's boring. We're trying to compete out here, so and any given day you can either lose or win. So you just gotta be on your P's and Q's every week. So I think we did that for majority part. We didn't do it every week like we needed to, but we did win a lot of football games this year.
For sure. You got the Iowa State Cyclones up in 2 weeks. The Pop-Tart Bowl. I know your goal is to get in the playoffs, and you guys fell just short. But what are you guys doing to rebound and prepare for that big matchup?
Really just, have motivation. Motivation is our last game that we ever going to play with each other. The locker room is going to change. It's inevitable. I'm going to be out of here. Seniors are going to be out of here. Somebody's going to hit the transfer portal. So, we just got to understand that this is our last game together. We just got to go out and give it our all one more time.
Cam Ward, University of Miami, 2024 Heisman finalist. Congratulations once more. Thanks for coming on the show again, and good luck in the future.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.